So, Mr. Nam, first of all, I would like to thank you for your very kind hospitality here in Vietnam. You've been such a great host to us, and thank you for this possibility to share your peace of mind with the audiences in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm sure that the fans have a lot of questions for you, and we're going to try to give them some answers, and also to give you the opportunity to speak to the fans of your club in Bosnia and Herzegovina. At the beginning, could you please tell us how it came that you took over the share of the club from Mr. Vincent Tan?
First of all, thank you very much for visit my country, and I think it's from your side. I would like to send all my regards to the fan. I'm the CEO of Berjaya for 15 years, and I know that Mr. Vincent Tan is owner of Sarajevo, and I really love football. And my country is also very crazy about football. And I had the plan to own the club in my country. But we have the dream. We had the dream for the World Cup. When the FIFA increased the number of number of the nation in the World Cup final from 32 to 48 teams. I think it's a big chance for my country, and I plan to take one club because I'm very close with Mr. Country Vincent Tan, and one day I tell him I want to buy some share, and he really know my passion, and he tell me why you don't lead one club, because he have another club, and I'm with our partner make a decision to take over and buy around 65% of the club.
But I've having been around you for these 5 days, I've noticed that there's a little bit of difference of how you run things and how Mr. Tan used to run things around Sarajevo. With you, I see that it's not a side business. Maybe it's not a business, it's a passion.
Very honestly, in the country like Vietnam and Sarajevo and many other countries, football is not a good business. Football, you need to invest. And one day, if you think to business, the football in Sarajevo and Vietnam, I think at least 10 years from now, football is really passion. And Bosnia-Herzegovina, as a former like Yugoslavian, when I'm small boy, I know that it's very good football talent and very good team. That's why. And last year when I checked in the ranking, Bosnia-Herzegovina is above 30, less than under 40, in the top 40 country of the FIFA ranking. At that time, my country about 100. It's big gap. That's why I say why we don't have the club, and we can share and we can put our passion there, and can help my country too. That's why I'm very happy to have the Sarajevo club.
And if you would be talking about your vision, what is your plan for for the next 10 years? What's gonna Sarajevo be like in 10 years?
Yes. And when I first came in Sarajevo city, first is I really love the city, peaceful, exactly what I think, and I search on Google. And when I come to first game in Cherokee, when we play a cup, we play Champions League. We play the Premier League. We heard that we never win Cherokee for 17 years something. And I said that I want to come. And I very believe that we can change something. And all my colleagues say that we always lost of them, never win them in Premier League. We can win them in Cup. But on that day I come, I visit Mostar City, and we won the game 3-0.
I've been there.
Yeah,
3-0,
3-0.
It was dominant.
Yeah, so great game. And I feel how the passion of the city, how the passion of the fan. And I have a Facebook. 100,000 of Sarajevo fans keep contact with me. And I know that this club is great club with 73-year history. It's the biggest club in Bosnia Herzegovina and former Yugoslavia. I'm sure that you have big future. We have together have the big future.
Yeah, I've heard that you never miss a game, at least on live score, if not possible to watch it.
Yes, I watch all live score, even no picture, no video. I see the live score every night because the time different. I live with that, and I have been when we win the nearly last month, and we win the Champions League. We win the Premier League, and we win the Cup, double title. And I feel the atmosphere of the city. I feel the stadium. I feel the fan, and I stay whole night with the city at that night. And you know what? I think at that time, you know what? I think that what happened if I disappoint the fan? I keep quiet. I back in the stage, glory stage. I say, I ask myself, what if I disappoint the Sarajevo people, the Sarajevo fan? And the answer only one: you cannot.
So I know that you've been following the last game.
Yes.
And it was not such a great performance, and it was a draw against a team that is struggling. So I'm going to ask you now what all the fans are asking, and what everybody wants to know is that, are you going to invest more in the first team? Are we going to expect some bigger transfer, bigger names in Sarajevo? What's going to happen? Is it going to be 1 year, 3 years, 10 years?
We have planned for 5 years. And we should be the #1 club in Bosnia and Herzegovina, no doubt. And for this year, we have only one goal. We should be the champion. And we have the plan to train from the young team from academy. We have planned to invest the facility, technology, science, sports science in our academy. This is first step I want to start.
But are you going to invest in the players?
Yes, we look for the suitable player for the club vision, club budget, and we do budget every beginning of the season now. I don't know last time. I just took club only 1 year. I don't want to hurt anything like less salary. The company don't pay, the club don't pay. It's very bad. It's the first time I have this problem because of transfer, officially transfer. But from now, I don't think this happen.
And I know that one of the biggest obstacles is that Sarajevo doesn't own a stadium, and it's very difficult with the training grounds on the one side of the city and the offices on the other side, and the stadium that's, you never know what's going to happen at it.
Okay.
Is there a plan that you invest in maybe rebuilding the existing stadium or building a new stadium? Are there any plans in this regard? Okay,
the first plan, what I think is we really need the stadium because when we play the Champions League and UEFA Cup, we our stadium is not suitable. We do not a category 3 and category 4. Now they call elite category. We don't have. It's in Bosnia. This is not good for the country, not good for the club. That's why I think we mean government, the club owner, fan, need to have a plan to have the stadium. This is a big issue. But as a businessman, we really want to invest on our own land. Everything we invest become the assets of the club. This is the way it's normal businessman, normal club, they do it. When you build a training center, you build a stadium, you build a hotel for the player, it all should become the club assets. This is all property. It's the real estate. I'm the foreign, I cannot bring anywhere. Whatever we do, it's for Sarajevo and for the club, and become the club assets.
And I know that this is what everybody's thinking about. It's gonna happen, but is it next year plan, a 3-year plan, a 10-year plan? How fast? Asia is a bit different than Bosnia.
Yeah.
In Bosnia, we want everything now, yesterday if possible. But people from Asia think differently. You look much more in the future. So when you talk about all these things, it's not going to happen tomorrow.
Okay, I understand what you mean. We are champion now. We are the club champion of Bosnia-Herzegovina. We need to keep it on top. Everything cannot happen tomorrow, because as a football lover, football fan, and I don't want my city, my club, is champion with all foreigners or all the people from everywhere. I don't know. In my country, it's the same. We have big problem because some club they are the champion. They have the 4 foreigner, and the rest of player grew up not from that city. Also good, but with me, I love different. I love is the boy, most of the boy from Sarajevo is growing up, and they can play not only for Sarajevo, they can play for the national team. Not 100%, but as much as good. And now if we look for good player, maybe 1, 2, 3, but the rest we still need from our academy. It's a long-term football.
When you're talking about long-term plans, most of the successful teams from Balkan countries, generally speaking, they have a core of players like 7 or 8 that they are together for 5, 6 years. Do you plan to keep the best players in Sarajevo? Because it's very hard, because our clubs need to sell players constantly to keep moving on.
I understand. And from now on, I have discussed with our management. We plan to sell players because this is good for our academy. But for the first team, we need to keep the standard of the top. We only sell the player. First, it makes a lot of money. And second, is not suitable with our club. But if the good or the best player for our club, we need to keep it. Because now we have the budget for the club running, not from selling the good player. Because if you only sell the good player for you survive, it's the same as the body, it's the flooding. Club cannot be strong. And now I have discussed that we need to try to keep the best player for the club. It's the plan. And if you want to do that, you need to find another source of the fund to operate the club. We're doing it now.
What do you have in mind?
It's only from the investor, from Vietnam. We send money from Vietnam. Football is a good ambassador between the two countries. I want the football bring two countries closer. And I want the football bring to business, society, community together. That's why I want all of you that come to my country this trip. You can help me to tell with Bosnia-Herzegovina people that how Vietnam growing up and how my football passion.
And the possibility of a foreign investor owning a club in Bosnia is just new concept in Bosnia, and the laws in the country, they didn't allow it. Now Sarajevo is the first one to find a way to bring a foreign investor, and as the second, but the first club. Do you find this model suitable? Would you recommend it to other businessmen all around the world to invest in Bosnia, in sports in Bosnia, in football? Do you think it's a good business decision to invest in Sarajevo?
Yeah, it's a football club. If you want to become the professional, you should be the public club or private tiger. You cannot have the club belong to the government. It's very difficult. If the club belong to the government budget, it's not professional. Or you become the public club, or you become the private type club. In my vision of the club, I want that one day the club very strong. I have only small portion of the club, and all fans become the member, become the owner of the club. It's what I'm really dream for, because you need to turn the love from the fan to real support, not just shouting, not just complaining. We can contribute together, buy our shirt, buy our flag, come to the stadium with buying the ticket,
Lighting, so.
and lighting up, and tell the truth, not only fighting, sharing with together.
And did you? I mean, it's not only you; it's also Wing Group with the academy that's investing in FK Sarajevo.
Yes.
It's actually a very big corporation. Maybe it's not known to people in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but what we've seen here, it's bigger than any company in the Balkans, not only in Bosnia. Have you been approached by people from the government, like local communities, the higher levels of the government? I mean, is there any interest from Bosnian side, not only FK Sarajevo, but
From my government?
From our government?
Yeah, okay.
For cooperating with you, with your corporation, with Wing Group, with people from Vietnam. Do you have any response besides the fans of Qatar?
Wing Group is the biggest group in Vietnam and Asia, and it's very happy because they are cooperate with us. They supply us all the facility, you see it. But I cannot on behalf of them to say something. But they are very serious. They love the football and passion, and they focus in the Vietnam football, and they want to bring the best football talent, football player, football technology from whole world back to Vietnam. The Bosnia player is very suitable to play in our league because you are very talented, not so very expensive at the other country, very suitable to Vietnam. And Bosnia player can help our league in going up. And they also have the chance. A lot of young people, young players have the chance to play. Sometimes you don't have the chance to play in first team in Bosnia, but you have the chance to go to Vietnam to play. And you also watching some game here, and you know day after day, the quality of game is going up with foreigner player.
Is it going to happen soon? The cross from players from Vietnam and players from Bosnia going to Vietnam, is it going to happen soon?
Very soon. But the player from Bosnia come to Vietnam is faster because your player is much better than our player. That's why you have a lot of young players. If they don't have the chance there, a lot of good players, they don't have the chance in the first team. They have big chance to move to Vietnam to play in our league.
We saw at PVF Academy that Philippe Troussier, the famous French coach. He is the head of all the departments, and most of the staff are foreigners, including medical science staff. Do you see in the future that you can bring some of the best football names to Sarajevo to coach? I'm talking about the academy, firstly, and then of course the first team.
It's very soon. Because why? Because if we bring very famous footballer and famous coaches, famous sports scientists to Sarajevo to have the academy, and we also can send our player from Vietnam to join academy, because we need to practice. The Vietnam player need to play with the Europe player for practice. And now our vision not only in ASEAN with Thailand, Cambodia, Singapore. Now our vision is growing up. We want to play with the world, practice there.
You mentioned that you do everything as a group, including defense. How are you satisfied with your board of directors, with director Sabrina Buljubasic and all the staff that are currently, running the team while you are here living in Vietnam?
I'm very new in the club, and when I come, it gives me everything strength. But I have my own way. I do the management for more than 20 years, and I manage so many companies. I have my own way. I cannot explain what I can do. But the club, day after day, more better. The management more stronger. We cannot prove with everyone. We cannot satisfy with everyone. Only one thing we need to do it. Club always on the top. And go farther in Europe. It's only way I can do. I cannot explain with any fun. I'm the open people. My Facebook, my network all open. Only thing, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to speak Bosnia. But I'm really want to keep in touch with any fans, any football lover, and even our opponent. I also want to shake hands, I want to smiling, to talk. Because on top of fighting is football. On top of that is football. Football bring the people in. Football not create the enemy. If football create enemy, it's something wrong for the sport. When the day we lost with our derby match last few months, everybody very sad. I'm also sad, but I really want to shake hand. I really want to stay and see how our opponent celebration. But if you really love football, you see on that, and you look at my people, they almost cry and so sad, and you look at the club so happy, the whole crowd so happy. It's really nice of football. You know what I think in that day? Wait, when you come to my stadium, we're waiting for you there. It's football. And I told you when the day we have the title, everybody, whole city lighting up. I asked the question, what happened if we lost?
Yeah. And you said it yourself, and it's the only truth that you always need to go a step further, and that's what fans are going to expect. It's never going to be enough if you do the same thing that you did last year. So last year it was a very successful year. You won the Cup and you won the Premier League. So the next thing would be to play in Europe. And,
yes.
There's always an issue that you can invest. I will say a few millions in the team to play in Premier League, and you can win the Premier League with that. Yeah. But for the European competition, you need much more. What are your thoughts on this? Is it going to happen for Sarajevo? Is it going to be enough to be a champion, or are you going to be striving for Europe?
Okay, very good question. I bring the ball with the Sarajevo logo from Vietnam, FIFA standard. A lot of people happy, but a lot of people say, why you do the very small thing? But it is not small. I want to do everything detailed. The ball, I want to my training camp have the camera. I want my club have our own bus with pride of Sarajevo. I already entrust my management to find a team with the border color, maroon color, our own bus. We do. It's not small. It's my pride, my proud of. And I want to change everything into training center with our respect sponsor, our logo, and our fan, and all our memory for 73 years. I want to do from small. You cannot just say I want to win the Champions League. But last year when we lost in the Celtic, but great game, I was there. And we play in the Europa Cup and we lost with the bet. But next year maybe we come one more matches. After 5 years maybe we in group stage. This is the plan. You cannot say you can be in the Champions League and you can in semi-final of Champions. It cannot. It's a billion of money. Maybe you cannot do it. Not only the money issue. Everything should be synchronized and step by step. Football it make the people happy, make the people glow together. Not one day you just put money and you win, and after you lost, we need to think about it from small. But now I can tell you and confirm with the fan that our club management, our club governance, and our club process, day after day more professional. Inside, we need to do inside first before I show for our fan. What we need to show for the fan, just the result, just keep the club on the top. What we need to do inside first, we need to do homework. And I have a great team, not perfect, but we together.
And you mentioned now that you want to structure the club from inside, to set everything right and then to show it to the fans. But now your fans of FK Sarajevo, they want to know what message can you give them for this year. And
This year we have only one goal. We need to keep fighting for the champion. I'm very new. I only 1 year. I'm thank you for Mr. Vincent, and when I just take over the club, become the double title. It's not my effort. My effort very small. The effort of the team, effort of the player, effort of the city, effort of the fan, not me. I'm very small. I just hold the wheel only few months and we become the champion. It's fantastic. I need to say thank you to everyone. And now it's more heavy. I need to keep it. And we need to continue.
Thank you very much for this conversation and
Yes.
the opportunity to ask you all these questions. I've noticed that you keep using a few words in Bosnian. So next time when you come, or you come to Sarajevo and we do the interview, we're gonna do it in Bosnian.
I will. Less than 1 year, I'm over there four times. It's a lot.
I've noticed that you really speak with passion. And I have to say that it's an honor to speak with you, and it's good to have you in Bosnian football.
Yes.
And I hope that there will be soon a lot of other investors.
Before I stop, I just want to say I'm a bit surprised. I'm 1 year there, and I'm the owner of the champion club of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I never see any member of Football Federation to ask me something.
That's what I asked you. Nobody never asked you.
I don't know. I really want to see them also.
Send you an email. No.
I really want to keep in touch quit sharing my passion, quit ask them the favor for help, to need them to tell me more about
You think that
football. It's very necessary for me.
the people from federation could also learn from your experience and your training center and your staff?
I really want to communication with the football lover, from the top level to the bottom level, from the kid, from the boy, from who wear our jersey. I'm really love that I can share. I come there just meet the fan. I come there just see my club and meet the fan. I happy walk around to see the people. I take photo with everyone. This is my love.
Thank you, and I hope to see you in Sarajevo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.